Good morning, friends. This is Paula. I went on a big shopping spree in another town last weekend, and that's where I was telling you I've got my table and my buffet. Well, at the very last minute, we had to go back and get part of it the second day, and so on the second day we had missed a couple shops. And the first day shopping was okay. Nothing that I felt like I needed to show you. And this is not all I got on Sunday. But I have 4 huge containers of vintage lace. And one small one that I've already opened, and I had to throw a couple things away because we're talking vintage, guys. It's like I felt like I stepped up into a gold mine. Look at this one. This is an old eyelet style. The thing is a lot of this is going to have to be washed. Like this was 25 cents to start with. Some of it is, yellowed in places. And, but I was going to sit here and open it, and I thought, well, I might as well turn on the camera and let you see my goodies too. And I'm going to I'm not going to open each package up here, but unless it's something I just can't stand it. I'm going to try to get this all washed on delicate today and hung to dry and see what happens. I've not ever really washed laces. If anyone out there has and has a great way of doing it, please send me a comment. I'm going to get it all separated by color. I've got a white bag over here, and I've got a color bag over here. So let's just start. We just got to dig in, and I have dust allergies. So if I start sneezing, I'm sorry. I hope you guys had a good evening. I finally got my video up. My husband is the one that puts my video up, put my videos up for me, and he wasn't feeling well the night before. He and I both were just under the weather for a couple days, but he put it up for me last night, which you'll find out that I'm doing a December daily. Not much happens in my life, so it'll be a lot of writing, but I'll still decorate the pages. So here is Rick Rack, orange, red, and light baby blue. Now, these must have been newer because they were like 75 cents. I wish stuff like this would put dates for us people. And here, she must have used a lot of Rick Rack. Look at this. I'll never have to buy Rick Rack again. And probably with the Rick Rack, I won't wash it because I don't think it will need it. If it needs it once I open the package, look, yellow and navy. Man alive, I'm not going to need any Rick Rack. But look at this, you guys. This is going to have to be washed, or at least that part cut off, because there's a little stain. But it looks like she kept it very organized. Either that or her children organized it. I'm taking this off the spool a little bit so you can see. This is really pretty. It's like little tulips and little flowers and little green, but you can see there's stains randomly throughout here. And it may just be on the ends, so we'll see. But I thought that this was really pretty for something different, And I don't even know where to start to clean something like this up. I might have to email my friend Gail or someone and say, how do you take care of something that's, this old? I don't want anything to happen to it. Here is some brown Rick Rack. And look at this. See, I love eyelet. And you can tell this is old. she gave, originally, this might not be all that old. It was $6.99 a yard. It was at the La Lace factory. Well, no, maybe that's who made it. But anyway, the price went from $6.99 a yard to $4 a yard, and then now, then it went up to $10 a yard. So this is like a multiple eyelet. Like there's 4 rows on here. But see, those could be cut apart. That is cool. Cool, cool, cool. I will use these eyelets. I love eyelets. And I was getting so low. You know, I was almost praying for a vintage load of eyelet. And when I saw it, I was like, oh. And get this. Get this. I got 4 huge bags and 1 small bag for $22. And I felt like I hit a gold mine. Because, I mean, they're all in these giant bags, you know? And I just felt like doing a little boogie dance. Here's some white on here. And this looks pretty clean. And then some yellow eyelet. You know, I made my daughter a dress out of some yellow eyelet when she was a little girl. There's 2 different sizes, which is awesome. And then this white. And here is more of a crocheted type. And it looks like it's been coffee stained, but I know it hasn't. It's just how it turned out. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And this is the last part of this bag. It's another eyelet in this one. Oh, and then when you dig down further, you get a decorative eyelet. Now that's fun. Look at this. Can you see that right there? Isn't that neat? I like that. And then this is like a blue flat lace. It's a little long for the ends of your books, but if you pull it up, I think you could do it, or fold it over. And I'll use it. I'll find a way to use it. And look at this. That's really neat. Yay! Yay me! Well, yay y'all too. Because it ends up in somebody's house usually. My nose is already it's already going, what are you doing? I hate allergies. They're not a fun thing to have to live with. And it's all new for me. Look at, here's some green rickrack, orange rickrack, white rickrack. Paula will not ever have to buy rickrack again. Oh, this is cute. Little pink, little flower ribbon. It's about a ½ inch. And it has little white edging on it. You know, and for the age of this lace, that's probably was a fancier type lace, you know. Okay, here's some more eyelet. And I like this. And if I'm able to, let me see. I might use some of this in my December daily. It's just little tiny red tulips, but I don't care. I like it. And then under it there is some just red lace. This lace almost looks like she cut it off of something. And she may have. It's just white edged with red. Cool. Cool, cool. Oh, and look, more of the red with the little tulips, which is my favorite in here so far. Cute. Even my husband was like, you got to get all that. He's learning how to be a vintage shopper with me. Oh, this white is pretty. Now, this might look like something cheap at Hobby Lobby, but it's not. And it's in good condition. Well, it's got a little bit of places on it. Okay, get this. Special value, 25 cents at Walmart. Now that's a deal. That's what she gave for it, 25 cents for 30 yards. Can you imagine paying 25 cents for 30 yards, ladies? Cool. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? We think we're doing good to get 2 for the price of 1 at Hobby Lobby. This looks like kind of on the baby side. 44 cents is what she got this for. And some of this stuff I think she got used. And the reason I think that, because it says sewed right here. So she might have shopped, who knows, this might have been at an estate sale for the person who bought it. And it ended up at an estate sale. So this is big white eyelet with blue wove through it. This is pink with pink wove through it, and blue with blue wove through it. Which, I don't know what I'll use it on, but I'll figure it out. I can assure you. Oh my, this is some big stuff. Look how big this is. This would make some fun belly bands. Look at that. Not belly bands, but up around the top of your tags, or it makes some cool flips. Because you could put it over some colored fabric, and, you know, that would be awesome. So I don't think I'm going to have to wash it all, which makes my day. It doesn't even smell musty, which I thought the second I opened it, you know, that's the first thing I would smell. Look at all this rickrack. Brown and red, yellow, maroon, royal, and brown. It's a lot of rickrack. So I love little lace like this, you guys. I like it for little things, you know, like pockets, and yeah, I'm liking me that lace. Now this one, this is different. It's so funny you don't realize it till you... I wish there was more of this. Okay, it's kind of a beige color, but can you see how it has like almost like a little rickrack down the middle, but then it has little French knots along the way. I like that. I don't know what I'll do with it, but trust me, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out if I can get the pen back in my fingers. Yeah, I love getting stuff like this, but I don't love trying to figure out how to clean it all up. This has got blue lace. It's about a 3/4 inch. And then it has like a diamond design. Let me get that up so you can see it. And then this one is the same thing with like an oval design. Isn't that interesting? And then blue eyelet, which I like. And then this just looks like a ruffle. You know, like she bought a ruffle to do around pillows or something. And then we have a blue, just a blue lace with kind of a bubble, or almost looks like an upside down air balloon. This one's different. Okay, let's open the 4th bag. I see a Little Debbie's box. It must be, oh, she used it to wrap stuff in. She took care of her lace. You can tell that she did the best she could, which I can appreciate. Now here is small. See, I like small little laces like this because sometimes I don't like the big lace on my books. It depends on the book and what the story's about. So this is a nice find right here. I like that. And it's clean. Most of this is clean, so that makes me feel good. I'll probably fill the sink full of soapy water. and then fill it full of clean water after that and clean it that way. Here's some blue, and this is pretty. I don't know if you can see. Can you see that? It's just little flowers with pink in kind of on the edges. I like that too. Oh my, I like anything with little flecks of gold in it. And this, I'm going to undo this one. And she has this wrapped around an empty jewelry box. It looks like. You know, you wonder what people are thinking. When you see this vintage stuff, you wonder what they were thinking at the time. See, it has little flecks of gold. And I love this kind of stuff. I was so excited. I'm not kidding you. I had already had my poor husband had already taken I don't know how many loads up to the front. And then we also hit the gold mine on little golden books. So there was a lot of little golden books, and I didn't buy every one of them. And I did buy a couple that weren't in great condition just because of the book they were. Okay, here's some blue, which looks kind of like a seam binding lace, which I like seam binding laces, and I'll use them on just about anything because I like the way they look as well. And that's kind of in a turquoise type blue. And let's see, and then we have a green and a fuchsia, and the green and the blue have the same design, but the fuchsia has like a scallop on the end. Those are cute. I'm filling the water, you guys. My nose is going, what are you doing? Look at this one. How pretty is that? Like. And here is a white 19 cents. 19 cents, you guys, at TG&Y. My sister worked at TG&Y when she was a teenager. When she turned 16 and was able to work. Looky here at this. I'm just going to hold it up. It's like a 2-inch at least flat lace. Now this is interesting. I'm not sure if it's white or beige. But in our case, with junk journals, it doesn't matter, does it? As long as it's clean. I love this. I love this. Because it's small. And it's, you know, it's flat. I really like it. It's little circles on the end of a lace, and there's a lot of it, and I like that even better. Let's see what these prices say on here. 25 cents a yard initially. 25 cents a yard. That's awesome. That just tells you it's been around a while too. Here's some more white and off-whites. This came from Walmart. When Walmart had an actual sewing section. I know they've got one, but it's not really usable. It's a run in, grab what you need, emergency sewing area. Here's some kind of creamy color. This is my very favorite size, besides the small one, because you can put it on your books and it looks nice. Here's another one. This is the same here on the end. Oh, some more small ones. Look at this pink in the middle, you guys. It's little pink flowers. Let me see if I can get close enough without it being blurry. Little pink flowers. They're all crunched up together on white. This one is just a white. If they're small like this and they're ruffled, it's not as bad as if they're, you know, the big ruffles are the ones I don't like. I love these. And here we have some vintage eyelets, and it's white with little flowers. It's about 1.5 inches, maybe. 1.25 inches to 1.5 inches. My basket's overflowing. Okay, here's some more eyelet. Here's some more yellow eyelet with a little bit of white stuck on there with it. She must have bought both colors because they're just alike. So yellow, and here's a brand new package. I love brand new packages. Okay, the last big one. And let's see. When I leave an estate sale or I leave a vintage shop or an antique shop, whatever you want to call it, I call them vintage a lot because to me everything, the majority of the stuff in there is vintage depending on the store you go to. If you go to one of those antique malls, you're going to get, you know, new and old. So here we have blue and white. And a little bit of cream. Let me stick into the bottom here just a second. Oh, it's because I'm holding more than one. Here's some 2-inch eyelet. Let's see what this looks like. Now that's pretty. That's usable. These two are just alike. They're flat laces, about 1.5 inches. I hope you guys are able to see all this. I'd feel terrible if you weren't able to. Now this is different, and that's what I like. Is different. Let's take some of this off. This is either a plum or a navy flower. Look at this, you guys. I love that. I think it's navy now that I'm looking at it in the light. It's a navy flower with green leaves. How pretty. They don't make stuff like this anymore. Just don't make it. And I mean, it's just sad. Makes me sad. Makes me want to cry. No, I'm not about to cry. If I was about to cry, it would be over the dust. And I just put my eye drops in. Okay, this is satin ribbon. And a little bit of like a crochet type lace. Not a lot, but it's, whenever it's just a little bit of lace like that, I stick it in my little scrap pail that I just pull little pieces out of. Now this is interesting. This is from Walmart. Back in the day, I'm looking for a price, but there's not one on here. But it looks like it's a yard or 2 yards. But anyway, what it is it's I think it's something you would use in a wedding, what back then would use on a wedding dress. It has lace underneath with little flowers, and then it has satin gathered on the top. No, I mean, you know, you never know when you can use this sort of stuff. This has to be washed. It has stain on it. So hopefully it'll make it through the wash. And I got tons of books, you guys, but I'm just going to show you a few since it's the Christmas season. I'm just going to show you a few of the Christmas ones I got. Now, mind you, I have 3 times this many Christmas books, okay? Some are in better shape than others. Sometimes I'll have my husband with me, and I'll get home and I'll have a little golden book that will be kind of mutilated. But if I can operate on it at all and make it look good, I do. If not, I'll take the pages and make envelopes or something like that for other little golden books. But these weren't in too bad shape. This is The Night Before Christmas. I'm going to keep them down so you can see them. Listen, when I did my book, my December daily, that I decided at the last second to make, at the very last second, forgot to sew my lace on it. I'll just have to glue some on it. it was one of the books I found. And I fell in love with it because of the angels. You know, angels, I've prayed so much that God would put his angels around Charlie. And so this book means a lot to me. So I'm kind of dedicating my little book to Charlie. But anyway, we'll do that in the next video. Okay, and this is the cat that climbed the Christmas tree. How many of you have had that happen? And look at his little face and his little belly. He's up there trying to figure out what he wants. I went ahead and got a Disney Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol because so many people like Mickey. And I just thought it was a cool picture. Now you guys are just going to melt when you see this next one. Look at this. Is that not precious? Baby's Christmas. Look at those little eyes. And she's just looking at that little angel ornament with all kinds of awe. I'm looking at this thinking that this was a 17-cent book. Let me see when the copyright was. It was copyrighted in, or copywritten, 1959, but it was renewed in 87. So, who knows? But anyway, let's see what the illustrations look like. Oh, it's a toddler, obviously. But how precious, how precious. This will be a precious Christmas book, especially for like baby's first Christmas or something. Look at this one, How the Rabbit Found Christmas. It's because he was scampering around, I'm sure. I think this would be a cute one too. And it's done different on the inside, which I thought was, you know what? This is not a little golden book. This is a wonder book. But I got it because I thought it had the cutest cover. As you know, I just thought it was really cute. It may have to be end up being a gift or a December daily for me, but I just thought it was really cute. All these different little bunnies, and it's got cute illustrations. Okay, I just realized that wasn't golden. There were so many, it was hard to sit there and just go through them all. And they were various prices, anywhere from $1.50 to $8 or $9 a piece. And this is the Christmas Treasury. And I don't think I had this one this year. I don't recognize it. And then this is one of those that my husband helped me pick out. But you know, I feel like little things like that can just give it character. But I go in and I kind of touch it up with different paints, and I make sure everything's glued down. I put corners on it. This is sweet if you liked Raggedy Ann and Andy. This is a sweet book, and it has, this is the only markings that was on the book, and I thought, you know, I could put something there. Wouldn't be that hard. Look at that little poodle. That's a little Sadie. And it just has some cute illustrations. Okay, I did my children's nursery in Raggedy Ann and Andy. Here is Jingle Bells, and I know this one's been around, but I haven't made one. Here's the Christmas Treasury. Now, this is not your typical little golden book, and I don't know how this is going to work or how I'm going to make it work, but it was 50 cents originally from let's see. I'm looking because look how thick it is. See how thick it is? It's not your typical 24 page. 1959. My Christmas Treasury. Look at these images, you guys. And look at the inside of the front cover. I couldn't resist getting this, even though I had no clue what I was going to do with it. Now, it might be cool done up with just coffee stain paper and the story mixed in, you know. You can tell it's older. It's because it's brown a little bit around the edges. But this is a 23 Christmas stories, poems, and songs. Look at this black bear looking all cool. He's gotten into Santa's. It's called A Christmas for the Bears. And I'm sure you'll see stories in here. And the illustrations are older. You can tell that they are. I guess the bear took Rudolph's place. And here's the nativity. And it just has the words of, "Oh, come all ye faithful." But here's another story. Christmas everywhere. Christmas is coming. Here's the shepherds. The little tree. Away in the manger. Look how sweet. This has a lot of music. And this could very well end up being, if I can't come up with something, could end up being a December daily for. But if someone requested, I would do a custom on this book. I don't know how it would end up, but we would figure it out along the way. Now, again, this was like a third of the books I got that day. I think I have like 75 little golden books. I know it's ridiculous. I'll die before I ever get them all done. But I like to have a variety. It depends on the mood I'm in. And this little book is just destroyed. But it had a lot of cute little pictures in it. It was a counting book. And I thought the pictures would make cute envelopes. Are just, you know, inserts. Just cute little inserts. Look at this little puppy's face. I'm going to go through this pretty quick. Because I want to have room on my phone to do a video. Look at this. Cute, cute. Cute, cute. But it's a counting. Look at those baby chicks. But anyway, because it's big pictures like this, it's big paper, you know. And if you fold your paper just right, you could get that cat's face on the front. So that's what I like about those. And here's another one. It's called A Child's Garden of Verses. And it's stitching. Everything, the illustrations are done like someone stitched them, which I thought was kind of fun. This was from 73. It was gifted to a child. But the 5th printing was in 72. The original copyright 69. But see, the trees are stitched. Look at his little sweater. The castle was stitched. This would also be cute in a sewing book, which stand by because I've got 2 sewing books that are 3 ring binders. I've got a cookbook that I plan on doing. Now, I'm not going to decorate the outsides because they're already so adorable. But anyway, this is the same sort of thing. I wanted it for the stitching and has little poems in it. This calendar, Gail, if you're watching, this calendar is the golden calendar, 1956. Gail and I have 1956 in common. She's August, I'm December. I got to go get my driver's license this year. So basically, let's see what month we're in. It had cute pictures up here, or fun pictures. And it was like $2. You know, you can't pass up $2. Here's December, which is me. December 15th. So I was born on a Saturday, and it says Saturday, the question was, can you find the North Star? I thought it was really interesting, some of the things it has to say. So I'm going to flip it over, and it says that a Saturday's child works hard for its living, and a child that's born on the Sabbath day is fair and wise and good and gay. And so I thought that was interesting. It talks about the days of the week being named after God's, which is kind of interesting. Anyway, let's go to Gail since we're right here. Gail, we're going to look and see what day you were born. Let me think, Gail. I thought she told me it was the 8th. Now I'm over here and I don't even remember what day. I think it's the 8th, isn't it, Gail? If not, on the 8th it says some folks call August days dog days. I've heard that before. So you were born, if it was the 8th, you were born on a Wednesday. Anyway, it's a cute little book. I got it for the pictures mostly. And actually, I handed it to my husband to look at. I had not planned on getting it, but I got home with it. This one's cute, The Grim and the Giggle book. So what I liked about this was, you know, I like to cut little vintage pictures out that children draw, or are just vintage that you can put on a tag and just make it cute. And look at this rabbit. He's just like the, and I loved that. Now you can't do it on this side because it's chipboard, but like over here, you can cut these out and put them on the front of an envelope, or just be creative. And I liked that. Like he could be cut out and put somewhere. I like that the little illustrations are kind of off to their self, and you can just cut them out and use them for different things. And then it has like little things it says about each one. And I thought these were cute too, because you could do like tags. Well, maybe not getting in trouble tags or throwing a fit tag, but the shape. This one says, Mother, come now, Charlie, eat your carrots. They're very good for your eyes. Charlie, how do you know? Mother, well, did you ever see a bunny wearing glasses? I just thought it had a lot of really cute little things in it. And a lot of neat little things that you could square up and put. You might not want to put him in your book, or the little boy behind the bars. But I think you get what I'm talking about. It can make some cute little things. Now, this book is not vintage. It just pulled me in for some reason. And I'm really not into fairies, but I know little girls are into fairies. This book is by Lisa Jane. It's Enchanted Child, The Magical World of Lisa Jane. Now, this is, let me make sure you can see. This little girl is her daughter, I believe. Just from reading about her inside. This particular little girl is her daughter. These are pictures that she has taken with her camera, and then had an artist, even maybe herself, go back over. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but look at these pictures. I'm gonna do something with it, even if it's just to put it in my Etsy shop, because it's beautiful. You can tell it's an actual photo that has been. It's kind of like a Tim. You know how Tim, not Tim Holtz, Thomas Kincaid. He would have artists go over his prints. But there's some really, look at that. Can you not just eat her up? And it says little things. When the first baby laughed for the first time, the laugh broke into 1,000 pieces, and they all went skipping about. And that was the beginning of fairies. So she's telling a story. Look at this, you guys. Look at this little girl on this swing. I hope you're getting the true effects of this, but I'm going to go pretty quick. Here's a couple little guys. It's mostly little girls. See, like this is her little girl. This is her little girl. And I don't know where she got the clothes, but the clothes is so cute. Look at these little boys. They're like, why are they making me put my foot in that water? I don't want to do that. I want to go play ball. Look at this is her little girl too. You can tell. Anyway, so it goes on. Some of them are more precious than others, but look at this. Look at that picture of this little girl. You know, some of these you could frame and put in a little girl's room, which would be adorable. Ballerina. This is her little girl too. She's being a little mermaid sitting in a little shell. How cute is that? Some of these little kids are really photogenic too. Little Red Riding Hood. But it goes on, and they're just some really precious books. Look at these. So sweet. I have a friend whose daughter just had a baby. These would be cute. You know, frame like 2 or 3 of them or 4. Look at this one here, holding this little frog. And I love this one. You fly this way, I'll fly that way. And we'll meet back at so-and-so time. There's some in here that are little princesses, which is cute too. Little princess fairies. But anyway, I just thought I'd share this with you. I don't know whether to put it in my Etsy shop or to hang on to it and use it on something. I'm not really big into fairies, but anyway, this is just a small amount of my haul. But I gotta save my video time, so I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'm going to work on my December daily today a little bit, and I'll try to come back and record that. You guys have a good afternoon, a good morning and good afternoon, and I'll talk to you later today. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye, guys.